In this video, I'm gonna break down 10 things I wish I knew before I moved to Vietnam. Things that would have prepared me better, that would have calmed my nerves maybe a bit. So whether you're moving abroad or just curious about life in a different culture or in a different country, stick around. I've got a few stories for you and insights that you won't want to miss. Looking back now, it's hard to believe that I made such a huge decision. I was searching for a place with not just good weather, but great weather and stunning sceneries, as well as I wanted to make sure I was in the hustle and the bustle so that I could get some jobs and some proper business opportunities. But let's be real, it wasn't all excitement and easy decision to make to leave my home country. Like honestly, I felt a mix of anxiety and nerves when I left because there was so much unknown, moving to a new country. And so what was the job market like? What was the food going to be like? Is it going to taste good? Is the water clean there? How could I start a business? Am I going to be able to find a job there? So these are all real concerns for me. Again, I was wanting to have a better lifestyle. So here I am. First things first, number 1, passports and visas. Make sure your passport is valid for at least 6 months after your arrival and get the right visa that suits your stay. Nobody wants to have their adventures stuck at immigration, right? Next up, health checks and vaccinations. Book an appointment with your doctor before you leave to get those jabs and prescriptions updated, folks. It's your health passport, which makes sure that you definitely don't leave behind. You will possibly need it here in Vietnam. International health insurance is a must. It's your safety net abroad. Ensure it covers emergencies and major medical expenses because let's face it, we all need a backup plan, right? Now on to finances. Inform your bank that you are leaving the country and look into financial international accounts and get a grip on the currency exchange because money does matter. And you want to make sure that when you get here to Vietnam, that you're hitting the ground running. Gather all your important legal documents like birth certificates, academic records, you name it. Digitalize them and make sure that you can access them anywhere in the world, right? Trust me, you'll thank me later, right? Thinking about what to bring? Shopping versus storage decisions are next. And remember, Vietnam's customs have rules. Know them well to avoid surprises. Secure your accommodation, whether it's temporary or permanent. Knowing you have a roof over your head makes it priceless. So, I would go to a local real estate agent and I would have them head hunt for you. If you can't be here physically, make sure you find someone that's trustworthy, that you can depend on, right? Don't just be a tourist, be a local. Learn the language. Trust me, even saying hello and thank you in Vietnamese can go a long way. Culture prep is key. The better you understand Vietnamese etiquette and values, the smoother your integration is going to be. If you plan on driving here in Vietnam, check your driver's license. Sometimes you might need an international driving permit. But recently here in Vietnam, they just passed a law saying that everyone needs to apply here in Vietnam for a driver's license, a Vietnamese driver's license. So I don't think that they're going to accept your international driving permit as of 2024. So make sure that you come here, have an international driver's license just in case. what's the harm of that? And then when you get here, make sure that you convert that into a Vietnamese driver's license, because you're going to take a writing test. For those job seekers, make sure that your employment paperwork is solid and you can start building your local networks. You can start working right away. That's the benefit of being here in Vietnam, is that you can definitely land here and tomorrow you can have a job. So it's not like your Western countries where you have to apply and it takes weeks or months to get hired. If they like you, they're going to hire you right away. So make sure that you get into groups to look for jobs before you leave, and then you can get more of a head start once you land here in Vietnam. Schooling for kids, research ahead and familiarize yourself with the education system here. So your best bet, if you have kids that are going to go to school here in Vietnam, I would make sure that you talk to people, network with other families and moms and other parents and dads that you can depend on their critique about the school that their kids go to here. So make sure that you talk to and network with parents that already live here. And there are some really good schools here that are westernized-ish and that follow that kind of background and education system. Bringing your furry friends. Pet regulations are strict, so make sure you get all of your pet's paperwork and vaccinations sorted out before you leave, because here it's not so strict, but I'm not necessarily sure about pets coming in from the country, but once you have your pet here, it's no problem. Connect with the expat community. They're your first-hand guide and your future friends here in Vietnam. So I can attest to that. You can connect really easy in some areas of Vietnam, right? So the bigger cities, of course, are going to have more people. So you can just go to the bigger cities, connect with a lot of people. Sometimes people will go to smaller areas like Hai Phong in the north here, and it's a smaller, bigger city, right? A medium-sized city, I'll say. And a lot of expats live there, and their communities are really, really tight. So connect with those Facebook groups. Get on Reddit. Reddit's pretty big for that. Also, you can connect with locals, and they'll tell you other communities to get to as well. And of course, say your goodbyes to your loved ones. Farewells are tough, but they're very much necessary. Throw a party. It's really underrated. I didn't throw a party for me. I wish I would have thrown a goodbye party, but I, made my goodbyes to my loved ones in different ways. So make those memories last and make those lasting memories count. And finally, packing. Make a checklist. Make sure you check it twice, and don't forget to pack those essential, tailored for Vietnam-ish type of climate wear. Make sure that you pack light. Vietnam's a hot country. You don't need necessarily a heavy jacket or your winter wear. Make sure that you can get make sure that you just bring your essentials that you need, because you can get a lot of your clothing stuff here. Pack light. Ready for the adventure? Vietnam is calling. If you still need some guidance, schedule a consultation with me, and I'll make your transition easier for you here in Vietnam. If you found this checklist helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more updates from my journey, and drop your questions or tips in the comment section below. Safe travels, and see you on the next one.